There's a lot of fudging of numbers that's going on right now, for example, with the immigration numbers. I posted about that on Twitter today. Basically, what they're doing is they're showing that there's like a 92% decrease and things like that. But what they're doing is they're showing stuff from like 2023. Then they're showing apprehensions are at the lowest. So one of the things they're doing with these immigration numbers is they are taking from February of last year to February of this year. And I understand why they're doing that because it's year over year. But what they're failing to do is that they're going through and they are what they fail to see is a trend, right? So they're cherry picking this data. They're saying that apprehensions, let me see if I can just pull it up. I can show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Make it a little easier on everybody. So they're like, what are y'all talking about? Here, let me go pull it up for you. Pull it up on here. So we'll go to I'll show y'all my little tweet here. All right, so let's just jump straight into it. Solo web source, it'll pop up. Here we go. You can see that they're using February 2024 to February of 2025 for immigration numbers. And in case you're on YouTube and you're unable to see it, you can kind of see it here a little bit better. What they're doing is they're cherry picking data. They're saying it's a 94% decrease. The problem with this is that it's actually really not entirely the full picture. When we pull out the picture here, you can actually find that this is from November, and you can't really see it on Twitch. But what you can see is it says preliminary numbers reported by the AP show Border Patrol agents made 46,000 arrests in November. Now, I want to be very clear, right? 46,000 to 8,000 is a significant drop. And I want to be very clear. I do believe that some of what's happening with Donald Trump is playing a hand in the less immigration flow. But let's also not overstate how big of an impact Donald Trump is having here either, right? It's not a 94% decrease. And keep in mind, too, what is happening there's been a downward trend of, and in fact, you can see that in the source I provided. I'll put it here. You guys can see it. It says it marks a more than 80% decrease from a spike in arrests border-wide last December, being December of 23 to December of 24, was an 80% decrease in border apprehensions. But MAGA doesn't want you to see that, right? They don't want you to see that Joe Biden actually had an impact on immigration, whether they want to say it or not. The funny thing about that, though, is that we all know that MAGA, what they would have said is that the decrease in apprehensions is them being laxed on, this would be Joe Biden being laxed on immigration, right? There'd be a time where MAGA and Republicans would sit there and say, see, the apprehensions are so low because they're not even doing anything about the immigration policy. So again, it's kind of that MAGA double standard, which is pretty obvious at this point. We'll just jump straight into the news since we're already at it. Another thing, too, is we've seen Trump is losing popularity fast, and it's getting worse for him every single day. CNN senior data correspondent Harry Enton, look in January 2025, he was on the positive side of the ledger. He was at plus 7 points. Look now, he's come back down. He's underwater. He's at minus 2 points, and it's not just in one poll, it's multiple. And I've had this argument with many MAGA here on this very stream where they've argued that Donald Trump is far more popular and had a higher approval rating at this point in time than Joe Biden had. That's just not true. If we look at polling from Joe Biden's first year in his administration, he was above water for several months, up until about June or July, I would think it was, when he started to go underwater on that. Donald Trump has been in office for almost 60 days and has managed to already ruin the honeymoon period, so to speak. Then we have here some cringe stuff here. Welcome in, by the way, Wes. This cringe thing here where Senator John Cornyn is holding a picture as if he's naturally reading this book, Trump, The Art of the Deal. The MAGA party, or the Republican Party, has been taken over by MAGA. This is why I'm glad that I'm no longer a Republican. I am tired of seeing MAGA absolutely be taking over the Republican Party. By the way, guys, please, as you're coming in, hit that like button for us. Let's push it out there to the algorithm. That's the only way that these short streams are going to be pushed out there. But anyways, again, John Cornyn, what's with this? So again, yeah, Silver Diamond West, why are you talking about Kamala? She has nothing to do with what has happened today. Yeah, and Silver, the reason why, we all know why MAGA was upset that Kamala Harris was running, and it's funny to me that they still put that out there, is that they sit there and say, well, oh, we wanted Kamala because we thought Joe Biden was going to be an easy win. Donald Trump won. I'm willing to sit there and say he won. I think there is, probably some aspect or another of suspicion, right? I'm sure that some people are out there, but he won. Granted, though, I think the degree to which he won was significantly is being overstated by MAGA for sure. David shared the stream on my comic page on Facebook. Yo, David, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, buddy. And I hope everybody that's coming in from your Facebook stream enjoys the show. Again, Donald Trump was handed a Goldilocks economy, soft landing economy. And he managed to throw it all away by doing this stupid trade war. It was a stupid trade war. There's no doubt about it. You can cut it any way you want to. It was a dumb trade war. Yet Donald Trump managed to mess it all up. That is on Donald Trump. He could have just continued the policies of Joe Biden, but no, he wanted to own the libs. And this is the direct result of that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell to get notified of all future videos. And I hope you watch the next video. Thank you so much.